Can you tell me a bit about what you do as a volunteer at the digital drop-in?
Well, we're in the room that we use, and it's right next to the coffee morning on Thursdays at 11 o'clock. The great thing about that is people do have problems with their computers, their laptops, their smartphones, their landlines, all sorts of things like that. But they wouldn't come in necessarily to talk about it. However, if they're coming into the coffee morning, or they can combine it with that, then it works. And that's why this digital drop-in has worked really, really well. People know that we're here. There are 3 of us that do it, myself and the 2 Steves. We're continually learning from the people who come in. The other thing that we've really learned is that just doing it once with people, and I think this is with anybody, but especially perhaps with older people who are not used to using smartphones, because they're the most common thing that we look at, that they don't really get it even after you've told them everything. So it's not just reactive, we are a bit proactive as well in guiding people as to how they can learn it better so it actually sticks. We do have problems that people face which cost them money, and this either because they're on a contract which is being overcharged, where there are cheaper ones, and I think we're really good at emphasising that you can get a much better, cheaper deal elsewhere. And we're not pushing any one particular technology or one particular company. We're just looking for something that's cheaper and reliable, and we've got evidence that works okay. They also need advice on when they're actually buying equipment. If they're going to get a smartphone, they're often given smartphones by family members who've got past using it, and they're often given tiny little smartphones. And for older people, they can't actually manipulate them. A big money saver is people finding out how to buy things online so that they can compare the prices of different things. That, I think, can save people a lot of money over time. And it also gives them a sense that they're in charge of their own purchases. Another one was where somebody had a problem with their electricity meter. So we actually talked it through with him. He brought in his bills. We found out he was being treated wrongly. We contacted the company here while he was here, and we sorted it out. That saved him directly money.
What difference does it make to you as a volunteer to come in on a Thursday morning?
It is an important point that this isn't just a one-way system. We're not just helping people with their problems. They're providing us with new problems to solve. And between the 3 of us, we try and find out what the problem was, how we can fix it, and the feeling you get when even though it's something like a very minor triumph, like working out how to log on to something, the person who's with you feels elated, and I feel elated too. So in terms of well-being, it's terrific for that. It makes you feel generally that you're doing something really useful.
Over the last few weeks, well, the few weeks since I've started here, it's been predominantly stuff involving mobile phones. So WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, how to check emails, how to take photos and send them to people. There's also issues along the lines of I've received this email from such and such, I don't know whether it's real, what should I do? Shopping on Amazon, how to sort of like upload money onto gift cards, all that kind of stuff. I think pretty much everybody's looking for a bargain, shall we say, and if you can get something online that is maybe £5-10 cheaper than going into a shop, although we want to support our local shops, of course we do, but sometimes there's a need where you just need to save a bit of money. So yeah, it's definitely a help. Online security, I think, is a big thing. So a lot of our folks here are worried about whether or not they should buy things online and how safe it is. So we try to reassure them that as long as they follow the basic rules on security, that things should be okay. So it's lovely. Like I say, we get folks who potentially come in feeling quite anxious, quite nervous about stuff, and we do what we can to put them at their ease and show them that some of these things are really quite easy to deal with. It's just the first couple of times that you try them can be a little bit sort of scary. Most people leave this room feeling really quite happy that they've achieved something. They feel a lot less anxious, and because they feel less anxious and they feel happy, I feel happy.
You're volunteering here at Chorlton Good Neighbours in the digital support group, so the two Steves and Bernard. What's your experience of it?
Well, I think most of the people that visit me generally just leave the session feeling they've achieved something really, and I feel that I've helped